Let's see. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it seems we are back. Yes, we are. We are back now.
Okay.
We should be back, are we?
I think you are, yes.
Yeah, we are, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
yes, yes, yes.
We really apologize for the issues. Uh, we've tried to fix this, but it seems it's still the same. I really don't know what's going on, but it doesn't want to work, unfortunately.
It's okay. Don't worry about that one. Right now, we have major drama developing with the qualifying ending. We have Andrea Keola on pole, closely followed by Murchie with a fraction of a second behind, and Van der Voort right behind, Jonathan Wood and Chris Bourne in the top five. And it's changing again. Jonathan Wood now is in P4. So very close because we have the top 12 drivers within the same second. That's very close. That's very tight, and the rest of the field is within the 2 seconds. It's a very close field, so I believe it's going to be very close battles during this race.
Indeed, we have Kayola, as you said, on the top, Ponov and Van der Voort. Behind the qualifying has just ended. So let's see how things are going to turn down for the last cars on track. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the issues. I'm going to try to post the link again so everybody can get in. Please, if you would like to, you can give some likes to the stream. That would help us massively here at the eSeniors. I can tell you that for sure. And we are right now on the bonnet of Mr. John Saunders. Thank you, Andy, for posting the link. Seriously, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, my friend. But let's see if Saunders can have a shot at the top of the board. That would be nice to see, wouldn't it? There we go with Saunders. Looking good so far. He goes super aggressive into the Delta Triangle. Now the last corner, of course, is fully flat. We go now through the finish line, just a couple of seconds. So let's see what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. John Saunders, is he going to be able to get the pole? No, he's not. Just cut his time by 0.003 of a second, but it's not going to be enough. Quite
But
unfortunate.
How close is that top 12? It's absolutely crazy, which makes me nervous for that first lap. I tell you, I believe, I hope these guys are going to stay cool-headed and race and be patient. I mean, be patient during that first lap. I think is the key word.
Indeed, I think that is the key. Indeed. My friends, we're gonna go into the race, so give us just 1 second. We're gonna leave you with the intro, with the music. We'll be right back for the race session to begin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the qualifying has ended. And these are the standings.
That's
So
it.
you see
Starting grid.
everybody ready to rock and roll. 2 minutes remaining for the start. Sorry, we had to restart the stream because of starting issues. They are still there. I pray to the Lord that next time we see each other, this can be fixed. Because, not gonna lie, there's nothing I can do personally, unfortunately. So I'll contact a professional. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go for a little bit of a grid walk. It's going to be Andrea Cayola setting the pace, leading the pack. Just side by side with him is Merch Ponov, then Van der Voren Wood on third and fourth respectively. Good qualifying from Wood, Saunders and Bourne behind them both. Then we got Lars Eklund and David Guerra. You saw Eklund on the video cast with our lovely friends Mark Pocock and Jeremy Arrobas. There we have now Mr. Mikhail Hochberg and Danny Holtz for the top 10. Vesjak and Mark behind them. Rogers, Mark Christopher, Chris Holmes, Mr. Laszlo Nemeth, Jones, Pocock, Trorich, and Witten for the top 20. And then we got none other than our lovely friend Krister Hjort, side by side with Chris Baker, then David Noble and Mr. Dave Thompson, Eric Don, Derek Bird, Dajon Howells, and of course a lovely commentator. There you see him. As always, we go right into his head. Mr. Jeremy Arrobas, isn't he looking nice? Lovely.
Hello, Paulo.
Welcome everybody to the stream, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time to rock and roll. The engines are starting to get ready. We are gonna go live in just a few seconds. Hopefully everything is working all right. That would be the goal. Now all the engines are up and running, and we are gonna go for the start of the race. Jeremy, give me some quick predictions before we go into the green.
Yeah, well, I mean, we have a very explosive duo there at the start. I mean, we have a couple of drivers that really like to take risks. Murchie is one of them. Jonathan right behind him. Andrea, I believe, will take that turn first. But let's see what happens.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the aliens to go. The green lights are very close to us. As you see, Ponap and Cayola are going to be the man. Starting on the front, very good qualifying performance from Mr. Merch Ponap. Here we head now into the finish line straight. The green lights are very close to us. There you see the interior of Mr. Cayola's car. The red lights getting ready to turn into green. Let's get on the chopper. Let's get ready for the start of the race, ladies and gentlemen. The green lights are going to come in just 2 seconds. And there we go. Donov!
Drive-through for Murchie.
Ponov with a drive-through. I cannot believe my eyes.
Incredible.
That is a race destroyer right there. So now it doesn't matter what he does. There you see some more fighting. Behind him, that is Ponov now going a little wide. Oh my lord, that's Saunders losing the car. 3 wide through turn 3. Good lord almighty. It looks like that's the only incident we have. Side by side, Lars Eklund now trying to defend from Mikael Holmberg. Then just behind there you see Bezjak and Holes going at it, and that is Bezjak trying to make the move, but Holes ain't giving up. They still go side by side, the bank doors, but they are still going. Let's see who's gonna get ahead on this start of the second sector. Looks like Holes has it done. Will the McLaren dive it? No, he won't. And that was the start of a very nice first lap, but Merch Ponov now must be absolutely destroyed.
Absolutely,
Oh.
absolutely, because the drive-through, it's pretty much his race is done. That's gonna cost him a lot of positions there.
That is just gonna cost him everything. Let's go now a little forwards into the front. That is Jonathan Wood now fighting with Mr. Ponov himself, and just behind he has Chris Bourne. There you see the back of that car. Look at Chris Bourne now with a very good line. We head into the back straight. We had into one of the most famous corners in the whole world, 130R. I can tell you, my man Fernando Alonso made an incredible move on Michael Schumacher. Michael, sorry, not Michael. I'm trying to confuse the name. But it was right here. Oh, that's a little too wide from Wood. He's going to be able to defend from Bourne as we go into the Delta Triangle. But so far, just that tiny little incident, and everything has been kept
off to the pits. Okay, so
he's going to serve it immediately. No, it doesn't make too much sense, to be honest. My God, that was De Jong. Woo! Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. There you saw the side by side. Oh, the McLaren and oh, Peter. That is what you define as outbreaking. No. Yeah, that's outbreaking yourself.
Definitely, that's a major offense there. I mean, that's a major penalty.
Indeed, Besiak has made it through John Saunders. John Saunders is dropping quite many positions on the start. Arrobas, except from these two incidents, everything seems to be quite calm, and we're not seeing too much aggressiveness.
Yeah. Oh, and here we have a new contact between John Saunders and David Gerrard. Well, actually, you know what? It's a little too eventful, and we don't even have 2 laps so far. So a lot of action already.
What has happened here to Roman Mark? It seems like he has lost it himself, unfortunately. That's unlucky. He's going to drop to the back. Lap 1 off of Jesus Christ, my ears. Should I lower Jeremy? Should I lower myself? Please let us know, so we don't bother you. There you see my man, AJ Jones. Good God Almighty. I'm singing you the words of the Lord. Jones on P14, very good performance so far, and it only has been 1 lap, but he has kept it out of trouble. Let's go now with Chris Warren, who of course has jumped to P4 after what happened to Merchwanov. He's just behind Jonathan Wood again. Wood goes a little wide through here, but still going to be able to hold it up. We head into the Delta Triangle. Let's see if Warren can nail this exit. He does indeed, but of course he needs a little more to catch up. Let's go now with the leader, Andraka, 2 seconds ahead of Mr. Van der Voort. Let me tell you, Van der Voort with a very good performance so far. Yes, it only has been 2 laps, but he has survived, which is big considering the track that we're in. There you see Thompson has lost it and gone into the wall. Let's take a replay of that. I think it went a little too wide here. After the Delta Triangle that you see is going to go full throttle. Oh, it's a little too wide. He had already a little bit of damage. Overcorrection. No, he couldn't even correct it. Oh, it's a big pun on the wall for Mr. Thompson.
Yeah, unfortunate. So Andrea just put the fastest lap of the race so far. I'm not surprised. And he has a comfortable 2-second lead over Van der Voort. So there we go. I believe for the top 10 right now, it's crucial to play the championship. I mean, they should play their positions and the points because they're all very close in the championship. So no need to take useless risks. I mean, the idea is to play it safe and be reasonable. But Chris right now is applying pressure on Jonathan. He's right behind him, and I believe Jonathan is going to have him in his mirrors for quite a while. He's going to be a difficult guy to get rid of.
Indeed. I have turned the volume of the cars a little higher so you can hear the engines roar. We're lucky to have pictures. One has had issues. Yeah, I'm having a lot of issues right now, but hey, we keep on rolling. Jones now very close to Chris Home. Let's go on board with Mr. Jones. Let's see what he can do. I don't think he's going to try and move here on 130R. So he's just going to hold it safely behind. That's what you need to do. Well done indeed. We still have some fights behind. Look at this, a 4-man pack.
And wait, something happened to Mark. Something happened to Mark. He dropped. Yeah, what happened? I don't know what happened to him, but
Mr. Pocock.
Yeah, went 26. He went from P 16 to P26, I believe. He lost lots of positions. I don't know what happened.
Well, you can see what happened. We don't have a replay, but I can tell you that car is not too happy. Oh my God,
No.
he can barely steer. Let's go
Oh,
on board. Yeah,
yeah.
the steering is
I,
absolutely broken.
no, I think he has hardware issues.
No,
He
no,
must have hardware. Yeah, he must have hardware issues. That's too bad to witness. Yes.
no, but
I
also
know.
the wheel in game, eh? You can see the steering wheel is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
aligned.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oof. Is he gonna pit it? He
Yeah, so
should.
he's gonna go. Yeah, he's going in the pits.
He can.
He had issues with his hardware this week. Hopefully, it's not the same issue today. That's terrible because his race is pretty much over now. He's not gonna give up. He's gonna come back for sure. But that's pretty tough when that happens early in the race.
Well, it's better that it happens early than late, eh? Because when you're so
Well,
close to
you
the
know
finish
what?
line,
Yeah.
that hurts
So
even more.
Jonathan managed to put the fastest lap of the race right now, being chased by Chris Bourne. That's very interesting. So Chris is keeping him awake.
Indeed, my friend, he is being very
I,
fast.
you know, I was watching the F1 race. I was up at 1 in the morning here, and at one point there was a radio message from Red Bull to Perez, and they literally asked him, "Are you awake in that car?" You know, and and I was stunned that they asked him that question. Are you awake in that car, Sergio? That was a good one.
Well, he's Mexican. We know we all Hispanic people like our siesta, so
I,
you know.
I, I love I love you. I love your comeback.
Let me tell you that this race has been very fun indeed. Seriously, this track is really unforgiving. We are seeing it. Lots of cars with damages. One of them, Peter De Jong. We saw him make the mistake on the Delta Triangle, taking the car in front. Who is Dave Thompson out there? You see, he's gonna try a move here on turn 2, but it's not gonna work out just yet. And thank you very much to every single one of you there in the chat for supporting us. It seems like, damn, we, the eSeniors administrators, were always having issues. Mark with the hardware issues, me as well. My God, my friends, we need to get a little bit of luck. But nonetheless, thank you very much to every single one of you. 27 people on stream, that is fantastic. And let me take a look at the chat so we can keep up with it. I see that track is an hammer indeed. I appreciate the effort. Thank you very much, Mr. Pie. And as you said, Derek Bird also has dropped down massively. We've seen many cars completely shunned. I got bad news for Jeffrey Van der Voort, because look at this. He is being caught by both Wood and Bourne, so we're going to have a 3-man fight for P2. And not going to lie, Mr. Cayola must be super happy that this is going on, because the gap has already moved up to 3 seconds. Well done indeed. We still keep with this fight. Seriously, Wood is showing some great pace here in this race session. And look at that. That's a good exit as well. We are going to go on board with him. Van der Voort has slowed down a little bit there. I don't understand why. But he also moved out of the slipstream. He has just lost 4/10. Oh my God, there you see Wood trying to make something out of it here in turn 2. He's not going to be able to make it happen. I think Van der Voort was trying to do something in real life, because that didn't make a lot of sense that he slowed down the straight. One way or the other, he's being able to defend it so far. Of course, no one would try and move here on the S. It's too dangerous. You're just putting yourself and the person beside you on Rex Besjak. What has happened to Branko Besjak? Let's take a look from the helicopter. He's going to go into the first part of the S's. Oh, he went a little on the grass, the gravel. He's going to barely save it from the wall. That was a little tap. The rejoin is good, so that is the important part. So we're going to take a close look at these gentlemen. Let's go now a little further down the back, because there you have Peter the Jungle still fighting with Dave Thompson, and he looks like he might have the move. My God, Peter the Jungle was looking for a gap that wasn't there. Also, it didn't make a lot of sense that Thompson closed the door there. Let's take a replay of that, because that didn't look too nice. There you see Peter the Jungle has the overspeed. Thompson closes the corner very early. We'll see what the stewards think about that. But that could be another big shunt to Mr. De Jong.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think he was overly too aggressive and not patient enough in this case. I mean, there's no need. I mean, the other driver was clearly ahead of him, so you have to be reasonable and back out in that kind of situation and wait for a better place to pass.
Well, we'll see what the stewards think about it. Look at that, Jonathan Wood struggling a little bit with that exit. He's still getting closer to Van der Voort. The gap is 3.3. Let me take a look at the chat. Hello, Andreas. Welcome to the stream. You're here for the ay-ay-ays. It's been a while since I didn't give you an ay-ay-ay. Don't worry, you'll get it real soon. We're going to go on board again with Mr. Wood. There you see the mirror, and he can clearly see a very purple car that is Chris Bourne pushing, trying to put the pressure on the American. Let's see if it's going to work out at the end. We still have 32 minutes remaining of this race session. We go now with Laszlo Nemeth, who has dropped down massively as well. He's going to try to make a move now on Steve Howells. We going after turn one. He's going to go for a very wide line, and that's a little too wide, my friend. Be careful with those curves. They can launch you straight into the wall. Thankfully, that was not the case. Let's go now with a three-man fight here in the middle of the pack. That is Tony Withen between David Noble and Derek Bird. And these three gentlemen are joining Christopher Hjord, who's the car in front with the Golf McLaren livery. Hello, old and young people. Lovely, my friend. Hello, Mr. PJ. I love you, my man. I'm so happy to see you here. Let me take a look at the chat a little more. Pink Pig is looking to either slaughter himself or others. Oh, I don't know what to say about that. All I can tell you is what Peter Davis said. Hit that like button and follow the channel if you haven't already. That helps us massively, so it would be highly appreciated. Let's go now back with Jay Jones. These two have been fighting for a long time now, ever since the beginning. Jones and Holmes have been going at it, but Jones hasn't found the right gap to make it through. He's getting very good exits. Let's see if this time is going to be another different story. We go now through 130R. There you see, very aggressive from both. The Bentley can take those curves like nothing. Be careful with that exit curve, because even the Bentley can lose it there. Delta Triangle, very good from both of them. And the fight still goes on. Let me tell you now that Wood is really closing in on Jeffrey Van der Voort. There you see him. Let's take a look at his back, at his rear wing. We go now through the SS. Wood is really getting close in here, so he needs to keep it calm. Cayola now 3.5 seconds ahead. He wants these three to go at it, to start making moves, because that's just going to give him a very nice ticket to victory. There you see now Derek Bird and Tony Witten going side by side. Bird is going to get the best out of Witten. He's going to make the move. Very well done. Nemeth.
Very nice.
Nemeth. What has happened to Laszlo?
Oh, yeah.
He's going very slow. You can see there, he nearly lost it. Oh, he went on the grass. Again, barely saved it on the wall. Good job saving it. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, that's right.
But another hit. The car is not liking that. Mr. Robas. 29 minutes remaining. The race is being fantastic. Let me tell you that. Who do you think can take this home?
Yeah, you know, I truly believe no one will stop Andrea. I mean, he's maintaining his lead and increasing a little bit the gap. John Van der Voort, and the battle for now for the podium between Van der Voort, Wood, and Bourne is going to be very interesting to watch. I think Jonathan is very pleased to be in third. I don't think he was expecting to be there. he benefited from the drive-through merger at the start. That changed the outcome of the race. See, once again, you have a P2 driver that made a little error, and that changed the outcome of the race. So, but Jonathan is definitely attacking Van der Voort. Let's see what will happen. And I believe as well, Chris is not someone to disregard. I think he's watching quietly from the back. He's someone who is a very smart driver, and he could end up on the podium as well. Let's see.
We will see how that develops. Thank you very much for your update, Mr. Arrobas. Welcome, Nikos, to the stream. Let me tell you.
Hello, Nikos.
It's Nikos Margaritis. You gotta love him. Trowbridge, we saw him fight with Ponov. That was an amazing fight through 130R. Ponov is going quite slow through turn 1. But he's gonna keep it steady for now. Let's get a look at this. Good, Derek Bird has lost it. We're gonna take a quick replay of that. He was leading this 3-man pack.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, you can see in the braking, under braking, he lost it. And
That's really too bad.
that is lucky. He's stopping the car. I think this might.
Yeah, that could be a
Hardware,
failure.
That looks like hardware failure. Yeah, indeed. That looks like it.
Yeah.
Oh man, we're getting so many people with those issues. Hopefully this will change. My God, we the eSeniors and the eJunior, that is me. Well, very close to eSenior as well.
Yeah.
We're all having. What do you mean, yeah, man? What do you mean, yes, Mr. Robas?
What do you mean, yes?
I want to be an eSenior. I told you.
I know. We're working on a time machine to make
Very
younger
good.
people older very fast.
Yes. I like it. Look at this now. That is Jonathan. We're very close to Jeffrey Van der Voort. You can see the BMW struggling even with the slipstream. We're going to go now side by side. He's going to go for the outside line and he's going to lose it.
That's going wide, yeah.
Thankfully.
That was very smart driving from Van der Voort. He really played it very well. And Jonathan almost took advantage of it, but that was very well done, actually.
Yeah, let me tell
But
you.
that won't be the last attack from Jonathan. I mean, he sees he can pass him, and he's not gonna give up. That's for sure.
Yeah, be sure that that's not going to be the last attempt. Let me tell you. He tried. It was a good maneuver. Let me tell you, it was a good recovery because that could have ended really badly. There you see these two gentlemen still getting close. He dropped half of a second. Because of that incident, we're going to move now with Mark Rogers fighting with Mr. Danny Holt. They are getting very close. My lord, they nearly made contact there through turn 6. Now we head into the second sector. Rogers drifting is going to be able to hold it still. Well done indeed. And the fight still goes on. And let me tell you, that car has something very special on it. My friend, we need to thank our lovely sponsors, Sindeo Aka Green, PWS. Thank you kindly to all of our sponsors for making these streams, for making this championship happen, and have such an amazing reception from the fans. Thank you kindly to our sponsors. Mr. Arrobas Wood is catching on again.
Yes, definitely. It's putting on pressure. I believe Jeffrey is gonna have a hard time keeping him at bay. The thing is, you're in a mode where any one of the two now can cave and make a mistake. So they're both under pressure. It's difficult to be in front of somebody pushing you. At the same time, it's difficult to be so close to someone you're trying to pass.
Well,
and look at this. Chris is right behind now.
Indeed. There you see again the side by side, ladies and gentlemen. We go through turn 1 now. Is he going to try the same move again? And he's going to go out. That is another car out of the way. Wood is going to have to brake a little earlier. And now look who has joined the fray. That is Chris Bourne. Just behind Jonathan Wood, we go now into the S's. This is fantastic for Andrea Caiola, as I told you. Now 6 seconds in just 2 laps. He has gained 3 seconds fully on this fight. That was a good attempt, from Jonathan Wood, but at the end it has cost him massively because look at the man who's behind him. It's Chris Warren. The Lexus driver now getting real close. We go now into the second sector, ladies and gentlemen. A very sharp right-hander. Be careful with these curves. We head now under the bridge, just like the Red Hot Chili Peppers would say. And they stay close, but Wood is still catching on Mr. Van der Voort, who's now starting to feel the pressure just behind him. There you see Lars Eklund and Mikael
Hultberg
joining.
See, that's it. See, that battle between Jonathan and Jeffrey is benefiting the guys in the back. I mean, they both are slower because of that battle. So I don't know. I mean, maybe Jonathan should be a little more patient. We'll see. It's halfway through the race. He has plenty of time still, but and you know, also result of these is tires for later. Let's see what kind of impact it has. But look at this. Now you can see Lars behind, and Mike Hultberg and David Gerard. I mean, they're all closing in.
Indeed, and Wood again. It's the Delta Triangle where he's getting the time. As you can see again, very good cut on the corner. He's going a little too wide on 130 yards, especially on the exit.
Look at this. What is he doing? This is incredible, this technique of
braking.
Jeffrey is like, I've never seen anything like that. That's
Look at that, Wood was really getting close there. As you said, that was Van der Voort avoiding the slipstream for Wood.
Yeah,
and also,
I believe so.
And also, I don't know if this physics is added to ACC. But of course, for example, in NASCAR, or in real life, when you get close to a wall, you're gonna help the aerodynamics to go a little faster, because you're getting the air through there.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yes.
That might also be the case, but look at that now. Chris Bourne is really catching in. We know Chris is a very patient driver. We'll see how he deals with this. Let's take a look now. I'm Merch Bruno, who's gonna try something on Steve Howells. This is the 5 for P20. But no move to be seen yet, of course. You shouldn't try anything on the S's. There you see Jay Jones and Chris Holmes have been fighting ever since the beginning, and they still are. Isn't that amazing to see? 6 seconds now from Kayela and Van der Voort. Chris Bourne is really getting close now. We're heading to the back straight. Just 2 corners remaining for it. Bourne needs to nail this exit. We know the Lexus is one of the fastest cars on the straight. So be aware, because Wood might be in trouble. We go now through the back straight. Let's go on board with Chris Bourne. 130 yard coming after us. This is the corner that Jonathan Wood is in. Look at that. Look at how the Lexus is catching the BMW. We're going out through 130 yard. Very close indeed from the 3 drivers. So again, Wood is the one pulling out. We'll go on board with him because now he's getting very close to Jeffrey Van der Voort. The Delta Triangle has been completed from every single driver. Let's see if now Jonathan Wood can keep the traction going. That is good indeed. Good exit. Again, as you can see, Van der Voort is going to get close to the wall. Try to help the car go a little faster.
Wow.
Very smart. He's going to move to the outside. No way you can make anything happen here unless he goes for a dive. As you can see, Wood is really carrying a lot of speed. He's being forced to tap the brakes. Now he gets a good exit. That's not going to be enough. Very close indeed. What an incredible fight from these 3 gentlemen.
Beautiful battle. Really beautiful battle. I love to see this.
We still...
Hello, Derek. Derek is in the chat. What happened to you, Derek, please?
We get a yellow. We have a yellow as well. That is Steve Howells. Oh, he has been hit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He has been hit.
Ooh.
Who
hit him? Who did?
I think. Oh, I can't. Oh, jeez, I cannot see who hit him, unfortunately. But I think
that's it. So
it was the man who was fighting with. I think it was Ponov. And
that's unfortunate.
Mr. Howells connected. There you see now. We go back into the 5 for P2. Because again, it's very close. That's a very good exit from Jonathan Wood. And we keep on going. Force feedback on wheel went on full and wanted to turn.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So see, I suspected he had a hardware issue, and he did. Unfortunate for you, Derek. Sorry about that.
Yes, Branko has had an incident. That's why he finds himself a little further down the back. But look at this now. Wood gets a very good exit. Same goes. Oh no! My God! He loses it. Now it's Chris Bourne making the move.
Chris. Yeah, that's it.
He went a little too aggressive on the throttle on the exit of that second left-hander. Ay, 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 ay. Bohr now has the chance of getting Van der Boer, but don't count Jonathan Wood out, because let me tell you, he's fast through this third sector, and you can see how much he's catching. Now he's going to go a little wide on the entry. He's going to lose some more time. Maybe he has pushed the tires a little too much there. You see now David Guerra trying to catch up to Mikael Hochberg. There you see them both crossing the finish line in just a couple of seconds. 1 and 2, and there you see it. Another lap goes by, 18 minutes remaining. Mr. Arrobas, what an amazing race we are having so far. It seems like for now it's divided in packs. So
yes, but see, I believe Jonathan pushed a little too hard, and now I believe he probably overused his tires, and he's being cut by Lars now. I don't know if he's going to be able to get back in the rhythm. So let's see. But you know what? I have to say one thing. I'm very impressed by the way Jeffrey handled this P2 and how he defends his position. It's pretty astounding to me. I mean, very skillful.
Indeed, I agree with you with every single word you just said, my friend. Jeffrey's showing a lot of skill tonight here. In Suzuka, there we see now on board. We're here with Eric Dunn, P18. He's fighting with Tony Whitten and David Noble. Another fight that has been going throughout the whole race. We have 17 minutes remaining. And ladies and gentlemen in the chat, apart from please give the stream some likes, I want to see what are your bets for the top 3. Will Cayola make it happen and get another race victory? Let me know down there in the comments below. Still getting close to Mikael Hochberg, who's doing a fantastic performance. Both of them, they are doing incredible. We're gonna go back with Christopher Hjort. There you see him. He is being caught from Noble, Whitten, and Daunt. Daunt has been the changing piece, because back then it wasn't Daunt. It was one of the men who was catching this pack, but the 4 men still go strong. Here we go now on the back straight. No one is being able to catch and make a move on Mr. Christopher Hjort. So another top drive from the American. There you see them all go through 130 yard now. Look at that. It's David Noble looking strong. Let's see how the McLarens are going to deal with this Delta Triangle. Let me tell you, the McLaren is not the nicest car when we talk about curbs. And there you see that they struggle a little bit. And Mr. Rojas, another man that we need to talk about, Danny Holtz. Good performance so far. P11, very consistent. Good race overall.
Definitely. I mean, there's a couple of guys who are putting in a good race. Once again, some were penalized early during the race. I mean, we saw Mark, unfortunately, Mark Bockart, unfortunately, having to pit maybe with a hardware issue as well. We don't know. We'll find out later. And Merche, who had that drive-through for speeding at the start, so now he's in P19. But yes, Lars is doing a very good race as well. He's in P5 right now, and he's top 10 in the championship. So he's defending his position very well, and I think he's putting in a very smart race. And of course, David Gerard there in P7 PWS team, always guys to count on, and very consistent as well. So, and Brenko, did Brenko have an issue earlier in the race?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so he's P9 still. He managed to stay in the top 10, which is very good. So now let's see. Let's see if Chris can come back on Jeffrey. I believe Jeffrey is very comfortable. To tell you the truth, I don't think anyone is going to be able to touch him. But if someone can, it will be Chris. Let's see. But the way he's been driving so far, I think we have the podium right now, unless something major happens.
I agree with you, mister. Very good race from everybody, but Van der Voort is really sticking out at the moment. He is the fastest man on track. His last lap was a 2:02.2, so he remains the fastest. Let's see if he can start catching on Andrea Cayola, but unless Andrea makes a mistake, I don't think we're gonna see a chance of Andrea and Van der Borg fighting for position. There you see Lars Eklund, who finds himself in P5, is catching Jonathan Wood. Remember, it's the third sector where Jonathan gets a big advantage, but now this is where he struggles. Let's see, because Mr. Eklund is going to go for an amazing entry and exit of that hairpin. That is exquisite from him. Derek Bird, as unfortunately he said that he had some hardware issues. As we said, a lot of people are having hardware issues. Me too. So hopefully we'll get a little more luck and get everything fixed. Do you reckon Andrea will get bored? I don't think so. We know this man enjoys racing like nothing else in the world. Let me tell you now that Peter the Jong has made the move on Laszlo Nemeth on the inside, and it looks like Nemeth has dropped down. He doesn't want anything to do with any fighting.
Lars is getting closer and closer to Jonathan. It's going to be difficult for Jonathan to handle him. Let's see where it leads.
There you see the track at the lowest point. You can see how nice the asphalt is, man. See, at least having the 3080 helps you seeing these things. Before we would only see something black on the track. That is Eklund struggling a little bit on the mid corner between turn 1 and turn 2, but still the gap remains 0.7. Here you see David Guerra now has caught up to Mikael Hochberg and is really close, 0.3 of a second between these two drivers. The Aston Martin and the BMW respectively. We'll see how things go from here. These are the only two fights, but Guerra has lost it. Careful with the region, my God! It is going to make contact with John Saunders. We're going to take a quick replay of that. There you see Mr. Guerra loses it, going a little too hard on the throttle. The region from Guerra, but I think he didn't expect John Saunders there. There you saw the little tap on the back. That wasn't a very nice region indeed. He's still holding on to P7. John Saunders very close. Same goes for Blanco Jesjak. Another 3-man fight that we have. 11 minutes remaining. That's a little wide from Mr. Saunders. Let's see if Jesjak can do something about it. Unsafe. I agree. I have to agree with you. It's a little unsafe indeed. 30 people on the stream. Thank you very much to every single one of you.
Yeah.
Please like the stream. Give us a follow if you haven't already. There you see now Tony Whitten has finally made the move. Or not, because now he goes wide. He's going to try to close the door on Christopher Yard, but this two-man fight is still going to go. There you see now a very good exit from the man behind, who's Eric Daunt. He might be able to take a shot at the McLaren driver. One and another trying to fight as hard as they can. No move to be seen, but Whitten finally takes the position. Well done indeed. Let's go now with Lars Eklund, who's trying to catch Mr. Jonathan Wood.
Actually, Lars almost lost the back of his McLaren coming out of that turn there. So maybe the tires are starting to go. I think in the last 10 minutes of the race, tires are going to become a bigger issue for everyone.
Indeed.
But for sure, Andrea is maintaining his gap. And so is Jeffrey to Chris Bourne. So, you know, once again, unless one of the top three makes a major mistake, I think we have the podium right there.
Well, not gonna lie, I have to agree with you. My God, 35 people. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that lovely?
Very nice, very nice.
But yes, I have to agree with you. To be honest, I think unless Jonathan Wood gets a miracle run, this is gonna be the podium for tonight. We still have 9 minutes remaining. There you see, we go back with Lars Eklund, who's really catching Jonathan Wood. Again, we always say it, Wood is good on this third sector. We're going with the McLaren. It's getting closer and closer. He needs to bring it home. Both of them are on the 203.6. And we've seen Eklund by himself do 202s, no problem at all. Let's see if it's time for the crushing lap. Come on, Lars, just send it. Let's see if he's gonna have a shot to do so. Well, there you see the gap is still quite a ways. It's half a second now, closing in. We go on the helicopter to see Jonathan Wood go through 130R. He nails it every time. He has this corner completely memorized.
Well, I think Jonathan is going to be very pleased with that P4 if he ends up P4. I I think he was hoping to for top 10, and he's going to be happy with that P4.
Well, as you said, if he holds on to it, we still have 8 minutes. If he holds
on to it, he's right. That's another story.
That is the key. Will he hold on to it? Because look at that. Lars Eklund is right now on his tail. And he is ready to make a move on the BMW driver. There you see how much speed Mrs. Eklund is carrying. He had to slow down a little bit. Maybe now is the time to get the right exit. If he nails this corner, he might have a shot. Let's see. Look at that. Completely flat for him. The gap growing less and less. They're getting really close now. 7 minutes remaining for the end of the race. Cayola leading at the moment. Van der Voort behind 7 seconds. Then Chris Bourne, who overtook Jonathan Wood due to a mistake from the American, goes into third. And then these two are fighting for P4. But we've seen this lap after lap, and Wood is being able to defend it, but maybe it's not for too long, because that is a very good exit from Mr. Lars Eklund. We go again on the wing of Mr. Jonathan Wood, and we are getting some close racing for the end. Isn't this lovely, Mr. Rojas?
Yes, but see, I think Lars now is a little bit overdriving, and that's what happened to Jonathan earlier when he was following Jeffrey. I think at one point, if you try too hard, you lose pace. You have to drive within your limits and try to ignore the guy in front, and just try to make your car stick.
Well, let me tell you, that was a banging exit through there. I don't know if you saw that. That was beautiful.
They are both beautiful drivers, let's put it this way. I mean, those guys are very skilled drivers, and it's beautiful to watch.
There you see the back of Jonathan Wood's car, and you can see how close Mr. Eklund is getting, but still no move to be seen. It's 5 minutes 45 till the end. We also have this fight here as Rogers and Bestjak trying to get one another. Mr. Bestjak trying to run away from Mr. Rogers to secure that P9. He's 2 seconds behind John Saunders, so I don't think we're going to see an attempt there unless he makes a mistake. Eric Dunn here is fighting with Christopher Hjord, and we go now through turn 1 and 2. Obviously, we're not going to see a move happen through here. Let's take a quick look with the leader, Andrea Cayola. Look at him. It's just like chilling. He knows he has us on the pocket. He only needs to bring it home. 7 seconds and a half of that advantage. He's catching some lapped cars as well. Eklund now is getting real close to Jonathan Wood. This is the same situation we've seen for the last 4 laps. Let's see if the 5th one is going to be the luckiest one of them all.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough with 4 minutes to go. I mean, you know, the only thing that can change this is if Jonathan makes a mistake, and he's not the kind of driver to make mistakes easily. So it's gonna be up to Lars to apply a maximum pressure, and he is applying that pressure right now.
Yeah, he needs to nail this delta triangle to have a shot. We're gonna have approximately 2 more laps, maybe 3. It all depends on Cayola. If he wants to slow it down to end it on the next lap, Here we go. Another lap goes by. Again, Eklund is really catching here with the slipstream. But it's not being enough. Turn 1 and turn 2 ahead of us. And here we go for another time. Both of them getting close, but Wood is defending. Things are really taking a slow turn because we only have 3 fights on track. There you see Mark Christopher fighting with Danny Holtz for P11. Yes. Indeed, Eklund again, as you can see, very close to Jonathan Wood through the S's. Is it me or is the stream skipping a frame every second? It is skipping it. I don't know why, but indeed it is. We're gonna try to get this fixed ASAP. We've all been having issues. I don't know why, but we will try to get this sorted out as soon as possible. I just got a new graphic card and still we're having the issues. Look at that now. Larson is gonna try to make a move on the outside. Now the inside. Will it break later? Oh, he's gonna make contact with another Wood. He's gonna leave the space, but now he's gonna get a good exit. He's gonna let Jonathan Wood breathe due to the hit. And as I told you previously, I apologize for the frame skipping.
Well, that was very close between Lars and Jonathan.
But you can see Mr. Eklund being a gentleman, eh? He could have made the move. He stood behind. He knew he made a mistake. He was sliding all the way through that left-hander. He was able to save it. Woof. Ay, that's some close racing indeed. We're going to have maybe one more lap. It all depends on this man. I think we're going to have to. Cayola's going to cross the line at 2:08, I think. Yes, that is going to be 2 minutes and 8 seconds of race remaining. If he wants to slow it down, he can do it because he has a very big gap. So we will see if we're going to have one more or two. It all comes down to his decision. Again, Eklund and Wood trying to fight with one another, but Wood cannot pull away. He's really struggling to do so. We have a fight here, and look at Eric Dunn is going to dive up the inside of Mr. Chris O'Yord. He gets a bad entry due to it. A little too rushed on the overtaking maneuver, but he's going to make it through nonetheless. Hjort stays behind on P17. We go now with Branko Besiak, who's catching in on John Saunders. Here we go. Very good lines from both of them, but the gap is just a little too big. 0.8 of a second now. A full second. David Gerhardt is still close to Mikael Hogbert. Both of them put in a great performance, let me tell you that. These two have been rocking ever since the beginning.
Here? There was a major lag here. I saw both Jonathan's car and Lars disappear. They're back on, but there was some kind of lag happening.
Well, for us, it looked okay, so I don't know what to tell you, mister. In our stream feed, it seems like everything was okay.
Okay, that's good.
Thankfully, none of them were at risk of disconnecting. There you see the gap is a little too big, so I don't think we're going to see any move. There we see Andrea Cayola. It's 20 seconds remaining. Is he going to slow it down or is he going to go for one more? It all comes down to him. Is he going full throttle? I think he is. Yes, he is. He wants one more. He wants one more lap, and that might give one of the drivers a chance to make it happen. There you see how close Lars Eklund just got to Mr. Jonathan Wood, and maybe we're going to see the move here on the last lap. The white flag is out, and here we go. Both of them trying to get close to the wall to get that extra little bit of speed. Eklund and Wood go for the last time through turn 1 and 2. That's a wide line from Eklund, but can he close it in and close the gap? Yes, he does indeed. Now Wood feeling the pressure. Let's see how this is going to end up. For now, everything seems safe through the S's. We're going to stick with this fight at least for the first half. There you see the onboard of Lars Eklund trying to find the absolute limit of the track to make a move and to solidify himself as P4. There you see the slide of the McLaren. We go now into the second sector between these two. What an amazing fight we've had so far. And here we go, second sector. Be careful. My God, Eklund was very close to losing it there. He's overdriving the car at his peak potential, and that might be a bad thing. Eklund braking super late. He knows he can make it happen. He's gonna try. That's a bad exit from Jonathan Wood again. The gap gets a little closer. Cayola is leading so far. We'll go with him as he crosses the finish line. This should be a very easy victory for him. What a performance from the Italian. The fight still goes on here for P4. Wood now on the second left-hander. This is where we saw him make the mistake and lose P3. He's going to make it through safely. And now, look at the McLaren. Look at the speed on the straight. The slipstream helping massively as well. Will he make it as full throttle as he can? Let's take a look. We're going out through 130R. He's going to go out of the track. He's not going to have a shot. Jonathan Wood, unless a mistake happens. Let's take a look at the man who crossed himself as a race winner, Andrea Cayola. Vandervoort with an incredible performance on P2. Same goes for Chris Bourne on P3. And then Wood and Eklund, P4 and P5 respectively. They fought very hard, but at the end, Jonathan Wood is going to prevail. Well done indeed from both drivers just behind.
Race. Beautiful.
Indeed, Hochberg and Gator 6th and 7th, Saunders on 8th, Betchak on 9th, and then Rogers on 10th. Then we have the three-man fight, Holtz, Christopher, and Holmes. They're going to finish 11th, 12th, 13th, respectively. Jay Jones, who has really performed well throughout the whole race. Let's see, because he might make a move. I cannot believe it. Jay Jones is losing the tank. He doesn't have enough fuel. He's losing everything right now. I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe with the race he has done. He has just lost 5 positions on the finish line straight. Oh my God, that is so unfortunate for Jay Jones, who put a hell of a show. There you see now Ponab crosses the line on 19th. The Jean is going to cross it on 20th. Nemeth on 21st. I cannot believe this. Mr.
Well,
Wait. Okay, Marcus got... No. Roman Mark didn't have enough fuel to finish either. Oh my God. Well, he was nearly last. Derek Bird retired, so...
Yeah, he retired to the pits. Well, that was a crazy good race to watch, actually. Very entertaining. Great race from Group 1. A little too many incidents at the start of the race. But in the end, I believe Andrea really dominated this race once again. And very close fights from the top 5 drivers. Very, very entertaining. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, and this is going to be it for us tonight. We really apologize for the stuttering issues. We're going to try to get those fixed ASAP. Thank you kindly to everyone who was here. Have a great night. We'll see you next time around. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.